Welcome to Robotics and Automation News webinars, where you can be part of a global event without leaving your home or office. Attend our live webinars and communicate directly with influential professionals in your industry.
Hello, my name is Abdul Montakim. I'm editor of roboticsandautomationnews.com. In this interview, I speak with two senior executives from Hardinge, which is a precision tools manufacturer. The executives are Ryan Ervin, VP Sales Americas, and Allan Snider, Director of Global Marketing. Hardinge is a US company and is way more than 100 years old. Its market is almost equally divided into one-thirds by the Americas, Europe and the Middle East, and Asia.
So I am Ryan Ervin. I'm the VP of Sales for the Americas region, responsible for all sales activities, I'll say, as they relate in the Americas with all of our products.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Allan.
Yeah, I see he said he's having microphone problems in the chat at least, but Allan is our director of marketing for all of Hardinge Global. He works with each one of the regions, developing our communication strategies and global platform sales tools, etc.
Okay, well, I can edit some of the superfluous things or technical problems out before I upload it, so no worries there. And we'll carry on talking to you if you don't mind filling in for your colleague while he's away. So tell us about the company itself, Hardinge. And I'm at the website. Hopefully you can see it and the audience can see it. Yep. So I'm at the homepage. Tell us about the company.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hardinge is a 130 plus year old machine tool company. We are a global company with operations across America, Europe, and Asia. We focus on products in the turning, milling, grinding, and work holding platforms, as well as custom solutions as that relates to automation and any custom built machines. So really emphasis on precision solution-based sales, really trying to make sure that what we provide is targeting a need, I'll say, in the global machine tool and global manufacturing industry, and looking to be that more premier slash solution-based offering throughout the world.
Right, okay. We seem to have got Allan, but he's not. His mic's still not working. So we'll just stay with you, Ryan, if you
yeah, no problem.
yeah. Okay. So obviously, 130 years is a long time, especially for an American company. If you don't mind me being patronizing for a second, I've spoken to many German companies, and they're 100 years old, 100 plus years old, fairly routinely. How does your company? Obviously, it's probably one of the oldest around. How does it compare in terms of its activity? It's I don't know if it's on the stock market, what its market capitalization is, or how many employees it has. Tell us something about the size and activity of the company.
Yep. So we are a private company. We were taken private back in I think it was 2018. So we have about 1,400 employees globally, pretty even across all the regions. I'd say in the U.S., our regional, what I'll call it, headquarters are in upstate New York. In Europe, we focus in Switzerland, and in Asia out of China. So multiple, like I said, multiple regions, multiple countries around the world, but pretty fair split amongst all three regions and on a multi-year look, where a third of the business in Europe, a third in Asia, and a third in America.
That's interesting. That's kind of reminds me of robotics and automation news. So that's approximately the breakdown: 30% in the 30+% in the US. I'm talking about our readership and audience. 30+% in the US alone. North America probably accounts for another 5 to 10%, And then the Asia and Europe, I can't remember which way round it is. It probably has changed, approximately 30% in each. So yeah, it's a great position to be in if you've got fairly, I suppose, fairly broad, diverse revenue streams. Now, I'm not an expert, even though I've been doing this for a while. It's sometimes difficult to understand what machine tools are and what kind of businesses buy them and what they use them for. So explain that a little bit to us. We're watching a video now that I found on your YouTube, on your website. And you can guess, I suppose, but yeah, tell us a bit more detail about what the thing that you do is.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we do turning, milling, grinding, and work holding, and really we go across multiple different industries in the market. Yeah, we have medical, aerospace, automotive, defense as well. We do agriculture. I'll say recently, big focus of ours with the global, supply chain concerns and global ramp up of semiconductor is very hot on our radar. The advanced material segment, really looking at each one of those industries and growing industries and trying to provide, as I mentioned, the solution-based sale, become that solution-based partner that these manufacturing companies look for to not only just provide a piece of equipment and drop it on the floor, but provide a full solution from pre-sale and helping them identify some of the new I'll say new and upcoming technologies that should be on the equipment, but also post-sale automation, turnkey style deliverables that allow companies to get up and running at very high levels of productivity very quickly.
This is a very well made and interesting video, very visually interesting, and shows obviously kind of what you've already said. So yeah, I'll just rewind it because I think I may have spoiled the view with various other things on my screen.
It looks good, and I don't like giving Allan too much credit, but yes, I think this video does highlight kind of our, especially when he's on mute. I like doing that a lot.
No, you should be able to hear me now, but nice to meet you. I think yeah, the main part of that video was to really show our global reach and all the various different applications that we support, the different industries that we support. But as Ryan said, as we look at our various technologies and where our industry is going, we have a heavy focus, on, looking at the future of manufacturing around advanced materials. And when we talk about that, our 130 years has been primarily in the metal cutting space, metal grinding space. And, now we're looking at, there's other types of lightweight materials, other types of, stronger, more useful materials that we're focusing on as other manufacturers look for ways to, increase quality, save space, save obviously the almighty dollar, and how can we support some of those initiatives?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like these videos. I'm sure a lot of people share my interest in them. Because people like to see how things are made and the inside of factories and all those interesting machines. Just one quick question about the business structure of it. You said Hardinge was taken private in 2018. Can you give us the reasons why and what the situation was prior to that in terms of, as I say, market cap and shareholding? Was it a stock list, is it a listed company? Tell us a bit about that period.
Yeah, we were a listed company on the market, I think since 1995. Our ticker symbol was HDNG. One of our largest shareholders decided that taking the company private would be the best situation. So that's what he did. and that's how we've been operating, for the last few years now. He was involved with the company, I believe, 5 or 6 years, maybe a little more than that, prior to going private. Um, but overall, looking to continue advancing our solutions, and as I said, our total product portfolio that we can offer to the market to provide these technology, I'll say leading technology product and services throughout all industry and throughout the globe.
And what was the market cap approximately? I mean,
I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look, to be honest.
And what would you say the company is worth now?
Again, I depends on who's valuing it.
Okay.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I noticed in this video, if you don't mind, I'll just try and find it again. You talked about advanced materials. Maybe we can get onto that in a minute. But there's kind of an interesting, not robotic arm, but sort of an implement that looked like an arm, or at least fingers that had sort of many articulation points, which wanted to. I'll just play it from the beginning, and maybe it'll show up. But tell us about some of the innovations that you've brought to the market, and some of the things that you maybe, I don't know, maybe you're proud of, or you feel that has broken new ground, or introduced new concepts and materials, if you like, or types of things that you can say that was something that we did that was groundbreaking or new and influenced other people, or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, what I really probably hone in on is our our grinding technology and some of the custom solutions that we've done with advanced materials, and what we're seeing our niche on is that precision machining of these advanced materials, and almost consolidation of operations, I'd put it as well. So when you look at some of these parts, I mean, we have very long cycle times, very long or very high per piece dollar. So our ability to consolidate operations into one single setup, achieve tolerances that are extremely tight, and then also automate the application with advanced technologies on the machine, in-process gauging and vision systems, and self auto loaders, et cetera. It really provides companies a way to confidently, put a piece of this high-priced material in a machine and know that when it comes out, it's going to be, a good part, improving, all the first pass yield and standard operation metrics that need be. So where Hardinge has really done well is optimizing that application, optimizing the machine to allow for automation, and not just from the traditional sense of automation, which is, can you have a robot load and unload, et cetera. It's, can you automate the application of these complex machining precision requirements, and that's where I really think Hardinge and our brands have that unique capability that others have been struggling with.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why I was talking about these things, but I saw in a slightly earlier clip that it was kind of a water jet, so I suppose that cools down the parts while it's being machined. I wanted to talk about how your production process, or the product, not necessarily yours, but the traditional method of manufacturing these kind of machine parts, everything really, is cutting or subtractive, they call subtractive manufacturing, which is obviously opposite from additive manufacturing and 3D printing, for those viewers that might not know, are new to this. That comes the opposite way. It builds up the material from, there's no real cutting involved, or dispensing of material. that's something that obviously is not your area, but and it's a very, very small part of the overall manufacturing market, and maybe that it doesn't even quite get on your radar. But tell us about how, tell us about the advantages, why subtractive manufacturing is still so dominant, overwhelmingly so. More people use it than anything else. 3D printing is still a tiny part of overall manufacturing. And do you think that that situation is going to change? And do you think Hardinge will be something interested in this kind of area? And how would it maybe embrace it or tackle it or compete with it or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, additive manufacturing, as you mentioned, is still, just a sliver of overall manufacturing. Um, I do believe subtractive isn't going anywhere. When you look at the tolerances that are required, that additive just isn't there yet, and the cost benefit is just a ways off. So additive, I think, does have a good niche in certain aspects of manufacturing, prototyping, and things like that. But no, we have not seen. And we don't have an additive arm right now within our organization. So are mainly focused on metal removal or material removal equipment.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed myself is basically that 3D printing, you just can't get the finish that you can with subtractive manufacturing, and the integrity of the material. I'm assuming, I don't know if I'm correct, but you're talking about something that's in 3D printing that's built up layer by layer, and the it doesn't seem, in my mind anyway, it can't be as strong as something that's molten and then hardened into a piece of metal, which then is cut into shape. It just doesn't, but it'd be interesting to see how the two sort of merge increasingly or collide or whatever, if there is a competition. But yeah, I know we're short on time, so I'm just going to quickly go to the website and ask you what kind of, how do you see the future panning out for Hardinge? What kind of markets or technologies do you think will help you build in the future?
Ryan, I'll let you jump into this. I just want to kind of at a high level, I think there will be a continued focus on understanding the future of manufacturing of advanced materials and making sure that we are a solution for those types of manufacturing processes. And the other area from a business standpoint is really becoming a solutions provider for our customers, not only with our legacy products that we have that you see here, but in terms of overall experience. We're working what I would say through a kind of a digital revolution here internally in terms of having the right systems in place to support our customers, whether that's via e-commerce, email, just overall, tools that can help manage our relationships better with our customers and be more proactive and less reactive, and be able to kind of predict the needs of our customers and address them ahead of time, so that we become that valued partner. But just at a high level, just wanted to mention that, and I'm sure Ryan would kind of agree and probably go into more detail, especially when it comes to the advanced materials.
Yeah, no, Allan hit it on the head. I mean, I think the biggest thing just to add with Allan is adding all those additional accessories, adding that additional technology. I think that's where you'll see us continue to focus is, how to bring items, whether it's a full machine or accessories, into the product portfolio that give us those unique capabilities to be that solution provider for all these emerging industries or growing industries, such as the advanced materials. That's a big focus for us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got one more question. Yeah, just a quick question about watchmaking. I saw a similar sort of machine to this one. I can't remember where I saw it. I saw it Oh, maybe I've lost it now. But yeah, watchmaking. Do you ever do you ever build a system for watch case making, for example, or anything like that?
And not specific to watch case making, but watchmaking and precision parts kind of were how Hardinge was known. I'll say that's kind of some of the old precision small parts and where that Swiss machining came around. So Hardinge has always been known for smaller precision style watchmaking way back in the day capability, and we really have continued pushing that precision I'll say mantra throughout all of our product lines as we've grown into all turning, milling, grinding, and work holding.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time and your insights. Is there anything that you'd like to add that I didn't ask about?
No, nothing.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, this for Neil as well. If there's any additional follow-up or clarification based on the recording, feel free to reach out to Neil, and he'll coordinate the feedback on our end. But we appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a very interesting company. I'll keep an eye on it. It's just the sort of company we like to hear about and know about. And as I say, I've seen these kind of systems in a fair called EPHJ, which is in Switzerland. I'm sure you know it, actually. It's a watchmaking equipment fair, and there was a robotic system that looked like, I can't find it now, but yeah, it's something similar to these systems that you got here, these pictures. But yeah, it's a very interesting company.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Abdul.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Send us an email at sales@roboticsandautomationnews.com to register for one of our many upcoming webinars. And if you'd like us to host your webinar, we have a range of options, including long-term lead generation packages and marketing campaigns. We look forward to hearing from you soon.